Guys, here we are. It's another day, and it's another video. Do I really need to talk? Do I have to spell it out for everybody that this movie's total nonsense? This movie is everything I'm sure you feared it was going to be, and everything I feared it was going to be. This movie is everything wrong with modern movie making. Now, based on the title, the question is this film a total failure? In my opinion, yes. Last year's Superman did not win me any favors, okay? I feared that based on the trailers for this movie, and that Superman from last year did not really wow me, and that the actor playing Supergirl basically shot this movie in the foot and in the head, and then buried it 12 feet under before the film even got released, didn't do this movie any favors. Okay? Like, I don't understand why James Gunn thinks, hey, we're going to do Superman, then do Supergirl, and they'll do another Superman movie. I'm like, hey, there's a reason Zack Snyder did what he did. Okay? Building up the Justice League. Is he focused on the three main characters and then expanded further. You know, he gave us Superman, aka Man of Steel. He gave us Batman, not in the best way, but whatever. He gave us Wonder Woman, not in the best introduction ever, but at least it was good, and she got 2 movies, one's good, one's bad. And then he was going to expand with, The Flash, Cyborg, Green Lantern, Blue Beetle, this, that, and the other. He never got the chance to do what he wanted. I don't understand why James Gunn isn't like Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, then we'll do, Cyborg, Flash, Green Lantern, this, that, and the other. No, we're going to do a character that, literally nobody cares about unless you watch the shitty CW show or that old Supergirl movie where she fights... What was the villain in that movie? Some sort of funky magician or whatever? I just did whatever. This is I feared that this was going to become a generic and boring movie, and it is. You get 20... If you've seen this movie, you get 15-20 minutes into it, and you're just bored. Somehow this is a more generic and more boring version of Guardians of the Galaxy. It's a generic and boring Guardians of the Galaxy knockoff. And also, just in general, this film is just bad. This film is just bad. Okay? So if you don't plan to see this movie, I'm going to give you a general synopsis of the plot. Just to save your time and money. I went into this movie even with all these fears, all these worries, thinking, hey, maybe there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe the critics and all the bullshit interviews on all the trailers, there's just false marketing. Because I have had that type of experience before. Where a movie comes out, it has a lot of bad PR, it has a lot of bad stuff being talked about it, and then I went and saw the movie, and the film was completely the opposite of everything that everyone was talking about. It was actually a good film. Most recent examples include The Wild Robot and Transformers 1. If you haven't watched those 2 movies, highly encourage you guys to do so. Because everyone was like, oh, these movies are garbage, and this, that, and the other. And they talk about one scene or one quick little dialogue thingy. And it is so brief that they think that because of this one little line of dialogue or this one thing, this one character, that the whole movie is just annihilation and it's all bad. Now that one little thing might be bad, but it doesn't ruin the whole film. This film, however, it's just bad from start to finish, okay? It is the most generic, boring thing I've ever seen. Okay? This is Guardians of the Galaxy, it's Mad Max, and it's Star Wars. all smashed into a blender and shot out to us in total darkness. The lighting for this movie is totally off. Like, there's characters standing, and you think you'd be able to see them, but because there's no light in front of them, you can't see them. Or there's so much natural light coming from behind them that you can't see them. It's like a lens glare problem, but just 10 times worse. The villain and his crew, they're all ripped straight from a Mad Max movie. And then this movie also does like a ton of hopping around from different locations. It's hopping between space stations. It's hopping between Earth and all these other planets. And do you care about any of them? No! No! You don't get to spend literally like half an hour to 45 minutes on Tatooine, for example. You don't get to spend half an hour to 45 minutes on the Death Star. It's 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes... Good grief, can you pick one location and just have something important happen there? No, it's constant action scene, action scene, action scene, action scene, action scene, action scene. I got to a point where I'm like, okay, I don't even care where we're at anymore. Like, because apparently they don't. The movie makers don't care where we're at. The characters are one-dimensional. Nobody, and I mean nobody, has any depth, dimension, arcs. Nobody is different at the end of the movie than they were at the start of the movie. Everybody is one-dimensional. They're one note. There is never a moment, not even at the end of this film, where I was like, hey, I can root for Supergirl. I was just like, oh yay, she finally figured out how not to be a complete and utter asshole for about 10 minutes so she can finally defeat the bad guy and save her pet dog. Really, really deep stuff, really emotional, really gripping stuff for a superhero movie. I was never excited for Supergirl, or the heroes that she's with, to be victorious, to win, to defeat the bad guy. Now you might be thinking, oh, so this is a movie where you end up rooting for the villain? No! No! Because the villain in this movie, one, I've seen this movie and I can't even tell you his name less than 24 hours within seeing it. He does absolutely nothing consequential. He does nothing except he shoots Crypto with a poison dart that's going to kill him. It's going to kill Crypto in 3 days. Yeah, I know, very religious. It's going to kill him in 3 days. And I'm just like, oh, and then to top it all off, where's the antidote? It's on the villain's person. So you know what this means? It's a fetch quest to find the bad guy, not for revenge, but just so I can get the antidote so I can save my dog. Didn't we have this type of same, like, kind of plot line done with, John Wick from 2014? Where you hurt my dog and they come out of retirement and I'm going to come kick your ass? Haven't we seen this plot line before where, hey, you hurt somebody's dog and they're going to come kick you butt? Haven't we seen this plot line, for the last 30, 40, 50 years? So, originality. So, what's the plot about? You're probably asking. After I've been rambling about this movie for nearly 9 minutes. It's really simple. Generic bad guy shows up, shoots Supergirl's dog, aka Crypto, with a poison dart. Then some other generic lady shows up and says, hey, the dude that shot your dog, yeah, he murdered my family. I want revenge. I want to kill him. So the two of them team up, go on this galaxy-like spanning quest, going to different places, trying to find him, so generic girl can kill him, and then Supergirl needs to get the antidote off of him to save Crypto before he dies in 3 days. And while they're doing that, they run into Lobo, played wonderfully by Jason Momoa, and honestly, he's probably the only good thing about this movie. The sad part is he's basically the Mandalorian, but he's only in the film for 5 minutes. I would love to have seen more of him. I would like to see him get his own movie. Jason Momoa is Lobo, get his own movie. Just no stupid Sigourney Weaver or Grogu crap in there. I think that would work well, but it has to not be done by James Gunn because I don't want to hear another stupid electro rock and roll soundtrack going on. And that's the plot. So yeah, that's literally the movie. Is we need to get revenge on the dude that murdered my family and get the antidote to a poison dart thingy that is about to kill Crypto. One, how is it that Crypto is from Krypton, and a poison dart has, one, the ability to do any sort of insertion to his skin. Two, why is it that poison is able to kill him instead of kryptonite? And three, why is it that the only antidote for this poison is on the villain and not just like readily available with the rest of the galaxy's massive supplies? I have many questions just based on that one stupid thing, that one scene. Poison dart just screams problems. Like, are you gonna tell me that the bad guy's the only person with the serum antidote in the entire galaxy? Are you just find the freaking hospital in the galaxy that has it? Why do you need to go to him specifically? Urgh! Wrapping this video up. Supergirl, she never grows as a character. She never learns anything. Like I said at the beginning of this video, every single character, they are the exact same at the end of the film as they were at the beginning. There is no morals. She doesn't make any life-altering decisions. She doesn't make any sort of deep, meaningful choices between, the red pill or the blue pill. There's no dilemmas or anything that makes us, the audiences, be like, oh, well, if she does this, there's going to be these types of consequences. And if she does this, she's going to have these types of consequences to deal with. There is absolutely none of this. This is just, oh, and this happened next, and this happened next, and this happened next. And these people are here because these people are here, and this happened next, and this happened. It's piss poor bullshit writing from start to finish. Supergirl, because of this, and just her never learning anything, she's almost a Mary Sue in this movie. If it wasn't for the fact that she loses her family, she loses her planet, and she gets a brief encounter with a green sun. Guys, if you were expecting this film to be somehow like the actual beginning of James Gunn's, DC franchise, I'm sorry, but you're going to be highly disappointed. And the people that are praising this movie online, and be like, oh, this film's awesome! It's almost on par with Superman from last year, from 2025. I'm sorry, but they are smoking some good stuff, and I'd like some, because either they were smoking some good stuff, or they were highly drunk. The people that are giving this film, 8, 9, 10, I'm just like, I don't know what version of the film they watched, because I'd like to see it, because this is the most forgettable superhero film I've ever seen in a while. This is on par with like the Marvels, the Eternals. If you watch this film, it's going to be one of those movies that you just watch once and done. I have no interest in rewatching this film. I'd rather watch Superman from last year than watch this. For all the things I said about last year's Superman, I'd rather watch that over this. So, guys, that's going to do it for me. This film is a total cinematic catastrophe. It's a failure. I don't care to watch next year's Superman movie at all. I'm probably going to watch it just because, but, 3 strikes and you're out. James Gunn is not doing well with his version of the DC, and this film just is not doing him any favors. So, alright guys, I'm going to wrap this video up. I'm going to give Supergirl here from 2026 a 3 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys all later. Peace out.